Good morning. So remember when science made the discovery that the Earth wasn't the center of the universe? I think I was in third grade when, it was a long time before I was in third grade. And that came as a big shock to a lot of people, which is kind of interesting because, well, there's also the fact that the Earth wasn't flat, but the Bible never says that the Earth is flat. To me, it's just absolutely miraculous that it just kind of floats in space, and I could talk on and on about creation. But I was just reading in the book of Genesis, the creation account that I've read many, many times, and it just kind of, something struck me afresh. So I'll just read it to you. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was formless and empty, and darkness covered the deep waters, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the surface of the waters. And then it goes on to create all the different things that are on the earth, and then also the celestial bodies that are around the earth. So for the first time, I just looked at that, and let me put it in other words. In the beginning, God created the universe and the earth. But there was the universe, and it was empty, and there was the earth. May I suggest to you that the earth actually is the focal point of the universe? At least according to Scripture, humankind is the focal point of all of creation. Just let that sink in for just a moment. I know that we're not the center of the universe in the sense that we revolve around the sun, and I understand that. But I think theologically there's no question that we as human beings are the reason. There's an old David Meece song, "We Are the Reason." We're the reason that God has done what He's done. He created the universe for what purpose? So that we could enjoy it. He created us so we could enjoy Him. Now there's this issue sometimes where people don't want to be with God, and that goes back to the Garden of Eden. But I want to focus more on something else here. It says that the earth was formless and empty, and darkness covered the deep waters. But it says that then the Spirit of God got to work and created just all the beauty that we see, putting the lights in the sky, the stars, the sun, the moon, all the different things that bring light to planet Earth. Just absolutely fascinating how He did that. And there's so many things. So in the book of Romans, it says that the things that can be known about God are obvious by what He's created. In other words, everything out there teaches us something. I read somebody say something about that recently, and it was like, yeah, it's not just the fact that there is creation. Everything in creation tells us something about God. Well, I was listening to Dan Bernstein. I don't do that a lot on sports radio because he's usually going to say something that's going to annoy me pretty quickly. And he was setting like the world's record for it this past week. But he's talking about this football fish that got washed up on the beach, I think in California. It normally lives over 3,000 feet below sea level. And it's very rare to see one up so high because it does well down there. It can withstand the pressure. I've talked about that. These fish, they're good with the pressure. They come up too high and they just kind of almost explode, okay? But he says, I loved it, Bernstein says, that the football fish is designed to deal with, the football fish evolved he caught himself. It's so obvious that it's designed. So many things in creation are designed the way that they are. But God is creative. He's a designer. He took the tabula rasa, the blank slate of what was planet Earth, and there was darkness, it was formless, and it was empty. And then He turned it into an incredible light show in the day and at night, and all the life that we have on planet Earth. God is creative, and that same Spirit that hovered over planet Earth not only hovers over us, is within us. And here's what the Apostle Paul wrote to his young protege, Timothy. For God has not given you a spirit of fear and timidity, but of power, love, and self-discipline. May I suggest as well, God gives us creativity, that He is creatively designing good things in your life today. If you feel empty, you feel there's a void, you feel like there's darkness, give it to your Creator and He will make something beautiful out of it. God bless you. Have a great day.